Hey guys, na me Crown David, CEO Dore Express, CEO Crown David T, and CEO of many businesses and more. So this video says how to identify and avoid Ponzi schemes. If you are new to this channel, please do to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any video I'm dropping, because I do comedy and short films. I will not pay you. Do your work.
Because I want
I will not pay
you
you.
don't want
Do
to
your
pay
work.
me.
I will not pay you.
You can't
Do your work. I don't
but you
pay
don't
you.
get that.
I don't go
You
pay
must
you.
pay me my
Do your
money.
work.
Eh?
Do your work,
I should
madam.
pay what?
Yeah, na bet you no worry. I was not about me. And I'm a tough pussy.
So welcome from that short break. Let's go to what we have here today. How to identify and avoid Ponzi schemes. So before I start, I would like to define what a Ponzi is. So I don't feel they tell you something without you knowing what that thing is. From my dictionary here, it says pertaining to a scheme whereby investors' return are paid for directly by later investors' investment, giving the false impression that the investment is viable. So I want you to take note of a few points. Number one, look at investors' return. So what's investors' return? That promise of double your money, triple your money, and whatever. That's what we call investors' return. Then are paid for directly by later investors' investment. So later investors' investment are the money they will make from those people that you are going to refer as the scheme moves on. Then we have giving the false impression that the investment is viable. So it's a kind of system. It was named after the originator, a businessman named Charles Ponzi. So he was the one that invented that scheme. So it is a kind of false business that pay you from what they are making from other investors. They pay from what they are making from other investors to give you that false impression that the business is real, but the business is not real. So where they make their money from is from return from later investors, return from referrals. That's to tell you that if there are no referrals in a Ponzi scheme, it's going to crash. That's it. That's why they call it pyramid scheme. If you're a biology student or you did biology in your school, you will remember food pyramid, food chain, and the rest, where you will see the higher consumers at the top. Think in a pyramid, the higher consumers, then those that will be at the down are grasses. So grasses, rats will feed on grass, snake will feed on rat, then an animal will feed on snake, then man will feed on that animal that's feeding on snake. So that's how a pyramid scheme is. The people who are at the top are earning high. They are earning high, number one, and they are the ones that are going to make it in any Ponzi scheme. So once you register in a Ponzi scheme, what will happen is that the scheme will continue circulating as they are inviting more people. What's happening? The those who are registered are making money. That's from my definition. They are making money because there are people registering, referrals are registering. So it will get to a point where the business will be all over and there will be nobody registering again. So what will happen? There will be no return to pay those who have invested. That is the point where the scheme will crash. One problem with Ponzi schemes is that it plays with people emotion. That's number one. Number two, it brings a kind of betrayal. For example, I am into something, I meet you as my friend or my family member, and I introduce this thing to you and tell you that this thing is real just because of the lie they told me. I invested your money, I made money from it, you are not able to make your money back. That thing alone can cause issue. So how do you identify, first of all, how do you identify Ponzi scheme? Number one, Ponzi schemes are always in a rush. When they come, they'll be like, come and register. Fools, they'll say investors are making it, while fools are how they talk that motivation sef. They'll say the wise ones are making it. Okay, the rich will say, how can I get the money to put in this business, while the poor will say, I don't have money. So they are always in a rushing you, come and register, we are making it, we are cashing out every week, I buy car from this thing. So they're always in a rush, and the reason is that they know that this thing can crash anytime. So those who have invested are trying to make money quickly and run away from the stuff. That's why they are always putting you under pressure, telling you come and register, come and register, come and register. That's number one. Number two is that referral. So one of the fastest way of knowing a Ponzi scheme, every Ponzi scheme involves referral. That's because they make money from investment of later investors. So once you see a scheme with referral, that's an indication that this is a Ponzi scheme. Do you understand? Then the third point is that they have mouth-watering promises. They have mouth-watering promises telling you that in 2 weeks you're making 1 million naira in this thing, in this one, in this one, you're making 1 million. I want to ask one sincere question. Hmm? If you discover something that will be paying somebody 10 million naira in a week, will you share it with anybody? Look me eye to eye, tell me if you discover something where they pay you 10 million naira in a week, you go tell me. Okay, let's leave that for another day. So how to avoid Ponzi scheme? Number one, greed is the problem. You too like money, you too dey find money. So one thing you should do is that avoid that greed. I know say country hard, I know say all of us dey find money, but remove that greed. No dey because one thing I notice is that if you continue looking for money back to back, you see yourself losing more money. For example, if you are looking for 100,000 naira and you keep following these schemes, you do this one, you will cry, you will notice that in a long run you will spend 500,000 naira looking for what is not existing. So number two is that give it time. Any real business will never run. So when somebody brings something to you, give it time and watch it. For example, will you see somebody forcing you to come and open provision shop? No, because they know that it will not run away. That's the thing. So if you open a provision shop and you stock it, that business, if nobody come buy anything from you, you go dey chop your goods one by one. So that your business is not crashing. You are not in a pressure, you are not running anywhere. So learn to give things time before going into them. Then number three is avoid following the trends. Avoid following trends. For example, this business na dey rain now. So because a business is raining, you join that business. So one advice I want to give is that a real business is not running away. That's number one. Number two, you can only make money by creating value. That's the truth. You say money no dey country, people wey dey ATM every day, wetin dey withdraw na beans? No. So you can make money by offering value. There are people who are willing to give you millions of naira right now. Dem fit transfer millions to you. Why will they transfer millions to you? Because you can give them something that is equivalent to what they are giving to you. So one thing you should ask yourself is that how can I create value? How can I create marketable value? How can I be of value to people? Do you understand? The people who are creating cars are making millions daily. Why? Because they can give you the comfort of not trekking. The best way to get money is to make money follow you. So I believe you've learned a lot from this video. So if you have any question, you know where to meet me. Come to my WhatsApp if you are not on my WhatsApp TV. So just follow this number and send me a DM. I will reply you. Thank you.